in Kuala Kubu Bharu or KKB for breakfast. Jom. Kan chill. So since we live in Batang Kali and there's like absolutely nothing there, we're at Kuala Kubu Bharu, which is the bigger town, and then is the center for Hulu Selangor. So we're going to the Pasar Awam, which is public market, Kuala Kubu Bharu, because there's a Medan Selera or food court for breakfast. There's some like nasi lemak and possibly some kueh. There's some curry puffs. The town is more that way and the bus station's down that way. And so we're just gonna grab something. Roti canai. So this is like breakfast, typical. It's wrapped in banana leaf. My brother got roti canai. So this is like the old school way of doing things. And then in the pack, you get like sambal, one ikan bilis, and like quarter of an egg. I might have to get another one of these. Just give the sambal. So you don't really taste or smell the coconut, and there's like no pandan, but like pandan is never a thing, but like there's no like real coconut taste. So since the nasi lemak was tiny, I got another nasi lemak with like telur mata, which is like fried egg, sunny side up, more sambal. This turned out to be like ikan masin, so or salty fish, dried fish, and like chicken rendang. So time to try the rendang. Apa ni nama dia? Pergi terus.
Tomorrow.
It's a quaint little town with British colonial background, and we're going to KKB, Yong Tau Fu. It's Malay. It's a new Malay place for Yong Tau Fu. The market is right there, like the Pasar Pagi, and there's a restaurant that's like highly recommended. It's like called Sulaiman, which is right there at the corner. but my parents and I and my brother are gonna go check it out. So Yong Tau Fu is basically a originally southern Chinese dish, and basically it's just a mixture of like random things then that will be boiled into a broth, usually a chicken broth. And you can have your proteins and meats, which are usually fish balls, and then there's like some crab and prawn, and basically some tofu, which is where the name comes from, which is soya bean, and kangkong, which is like a local vegetable, and there's like obviously squid. And we got like some squid. I'm just gonna grab like some random things. Me and my brother are sharing, so we're just getting two of each. And but basically having some, I don't know, just a mixture of like random seafoods. My father does. So basically we got two kangkong, some quail eggs, a bunch of like meatballs, some toge, like tofu, and we're gonna add a kway teow, which is fried rice noodles, and my mom just goes simple. So the problem with Yong Tau Fu here in Malaysia is usually seafood, but it's usually Chinese based. So unless you get a nyonya, which is like, it's usually not halal, especially when they have a chicken broth.
You want to be
Dewa is limau.
We can go to Kids Nation or we can go to the Pokemon one.
So if you're in a relatively typical, this is not a typical town. This town actually has a lot of history to it. But if you're in a typical Malay town, it just sort of looks like this because it was colonialized, and basically you have things that are like called shop lots, and these shop lots basically has the floor above it where people usually stay, and then like their shop right underneath it, and so like they have high ceilings and a separate entrance usually for the people that work, or the people are like immigrant workers or workers that are like whatever. So that is the fresh market, the morning fresh market, and basically as you can see, it's like tiled streets, like brick streets. So this was very typical of like a colonial town, and it's really pretty. This is like worked in soup. There's also obviously chili, and then like you can ask. Oh, we got something different. Lembut, come on. So ours is totally different. Well, this is like the typical Yong Tau Fu, and basically it's with a soy sauce based and like oyster sauce based sauce with peanuts on top. So that was actually like really excellent. Altogether, all that was about like 56 ringgit or like 12 euros. Yeah. And basically come check this place out if you're ever up in the area. So what KKB is known for is that it was a plantation town. It was a slave labor for rubber trees. So the British created this town. It was also where the military stayed, and that is on that side near the mosque. let's go get some ice cream. This is a gorgeous little secret. So it's not traditional Malay, but like, yeah, it's Chinese. Well, what can you do? Gotta get ice cream, right?
You show Jenna,
So this thing is like a euro.